Kemudian salah satu kegiatan saya mungkin pernah dengar di bank ada nama di Jawa Timur, di Jember, ada namanya Bank Gakin. Jadi Bank Gakin itu fokus on microfinancing untuk orang-orang miskin, terutama ibu-ibu. Ibu-ibu yang ditinggal suami yang cerai ataukah ditinggal suami meninggal, dagang sayur, dagang daging, kerajinan tangan, itu saya sama beberapa teman support itu. Jadi itu kegiatan sosial saya dengan ini. Saya hanya bisa berbagi sedikit pengalaman dan cerita hidup sebagai seorang Indonesia Muslim yang kebetulan menikah dengan istri saya orang Spanyol. Jadi saya hanya bisa berbagi seorang Indonesia yang tinggal di negara petualang di beberapa negara yang juga mempunyai anggota keluarga yang mempunyai kultur berbeda dan narasi perspektif yang berbeda. Bagaimana kita bisa hidup secara bukan hanya mandiri untuk diri sendiri, tetapi juga sedikitnya bisa berkontribusi kepada orang-orang di sekeliling kita. Gitu ya. Satu hal yang saya dapat, ya, bahwasanya hidup ini kita Kang Budiman nih yang mungkin lebih tahu karena Kang Budiman udah nulis buku. Ya. Jadi saya bisa, I can identify really what you just said to me before we begin this program. Okay. Maaf kalau saya ngomong.
Silakan, silakan Kang.
Silakan Kang.
Ya. We need to be an empty bowl. Okay. We need to be ready to accept knowledge and wisdom from other people and other culture. That is the bottom line of being successful, living in the era of globalization and the digital world. That is the key. Industry can come and go. It doesn't matter what kind of industry there. If you're in, Ibu tadi bilang, flower industry, yeah, that can come and go. Not to mention that product is perishable, sangat fragile, yang shelf life-nya sangat terbatas kan Bu? Ya, yeah. Flower itu kan shelf life-nya sangat terbatas ya.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So the key is not the flower itself. The key is for flower, for instance, is distribution.
Yes.
That's the key. Construction management, for instance, and I'm by no means I'm not an expert, but the key is not the product of the building. What you're selling is people.
Yes.
What you're selling is service.
Yes, service.
What you're selling is trust.
Yes.
That is the key. So in other words, living in this globalized world, in this highly digitized world, we need to have several factors. Number one, the capability to absorb knowledge and wisdom from all kinds of perspectives. In other words, what we think we know, we may not know.
Yes.
What we think to be the convention, that may not be the convention. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I think Ibu, kalau nggak salah bukan Ibu Dian, tapi yang
Bu Atrina.
Ya, sudah touch tadi, we need to be highly adaptable.
Yes.
Yes. To be able to be adaptable, okay, we have to be, whereas before, we're talking about 10, 15, 20 years before, the mastery of one highly specialization is one thing. That is the name of the game. Now, the mastery of different disciplines, different knowledges, not to be the expert of everything, but the expert of many different disciplines. That's what being adaptable means. So for instance, to give you an example, background saya di psikologi, I absolutely have no knowledge about business, nothing, zip. Okay. But one of our clients, many of our clients, they are transnational companies, and many of them also are countries. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So that's number 3, to be adaptable.
Yes.
Number 4, network.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The name of the game in the 21st century of anything, whether it's business, culture, economics, politics, social affairs, the name of the game is network.
Yeah.
The more people you know from across disciplines, the better. So that's number 4. And finally, number 5, we have, and I use the word we because this applies to me as well, okay? We have to have a set of conviction. And I need to be very careful about it. By conviction, I don't mean religious conviction. I don't mean political conviction. But you have to have a certain base of wisdom. And I say wisdom because it is wisdom. It's not just experience. So somebody asked me one time, so what's the difference between wisdom and experience? And my answer to that is, wisdom is experience learned. Okay. So what do I mean by that? Kalau kita belajar dari pengalaman kita, apakah itu suatu keberhasilan, apakah itu suatu kegagalan, kalau kita belajar, yang insya Allah di hari kedepannya, semoga pelajaran itu kita dapat untuk tidak bisa terulang lagi, that's wisdom. Which is why wisdom doesn't have anything to do with age. A lot of young people right now who are technologically smart, who are knowledgeable, have 2-3 times the wisdom of people who are 2-3 times older than them. Why? Because one of the effects of the highly digitalized world is that you can learn from anything. You can learn from anything, anywhere, anytime. Ingat zaman dulu kita, kalau saya nih ya, contohnya saya ya, waktu saya dalam tanda kutip pacaran di
yang di NHI nih.
Nulis surat dari Bandung ke Jakarta aja 3 hari nyampe. Kalau si ceweknya ngebales 2 hari kemudian, seminggu baru dapat lagi balasannya. Iya kan?
Ya.
Sekarang we take
WhatsApp langsung.
Yeah, we
Instant.
take it for granted.
Instant.
Yeah, everything is instant. Now, here's the thing. Everything instant is like a double-edged sword. It can be good, certainly, but it can also be so bad. When someone has a wisdom, he or she knows when to take advantage and how to take advantage of that information flow. Now, a confession on my part. Before we do this, like a few days ago, Kang Budiman texted me, ya, kamu punya IG atau apa? Saya bilang boro-boro IG, Facebook aja saya nggak punya. Okay. That's the reason is I know my limitation. Okay, I'm lacking right now in sort of like by choice. I don't want to get into that world. I offset that with something else. Yeah. So that's critical. So those 5 things are very, very critical. Okay. Many times
your choice is because you have those positions in the privileged positions, right? Then you can choose not having a social media platform, for example.
Yes, probably because I have control of certain aspects. Like for instance, I mean, I don't mean to. For instance, I don't have to work for anybody. Yeah, I'm not depending on anyone else. You know what I mean? I mean, I've done certain things that act as enough foundation for me not to get into that world. At some point, perhaps I do need to do that. But right now, for instance, if somebody wants to contact me and I think, hey, you know my WhatsApp. And speaking of which, for instance, take, for example, WhatsApp. That's the only media that I have, right? By choice, I never belong to any group, ever. I don't belong to this group, that group. Not that, I'm not saying that's bad, but for me, I chose not to. I said to my high school friends, I said, hey, kalau ada yang meninggal, kalau ada yang sakit, teks saya aja. But saya selalu dapat kabar. Ya, kalau dari teman kuliah yang bekas, saya selalu dapat kabar. Tapi makanya waktu ini, maaf ya, mungkin ini contohnya kurang relevan ya. Teman-teman banyak yang cerita ke saya, wah itu di grup ini berantem waktu pemilihan umum, ini grup ini berantem. Saya bilang, syukurin loh, makanya jangan ikut-ikutan gitu-gituan. Jadi saya emang nggak pernah ikut-ikutan. Ya. But anyway, going back to the subject, those 5 areas are critical if you want to be successful in any area of life endeavor. Okay, now I am somewhat lucky that I am in a position right now where I can help. Like for instance, with the madrasah, with the small enterprise. The only reason I want to do that is because I'm thinking to myself, itu orang-orang dari kampung pada ke Jakarta berjuta-juta gitu. Kalau saya bisa ikut menolong, kembali lagi ke Kang Budiman bilang, daripada kerja sama orang lain, lebih baik jadi entrepreneur. Dibiasakan jadi entrepreneur. Ya, itu lebih baik. Tapi tidak semua orang bisa jadi entrepreneur. That's, it's okay too. Yeah. If you want to work for somebody else, always do above and beyond what you are asked. Always. Otherwise, there is no point of doing it. There is no point of doing it. So going back to what we need to do. So again, Kang Budiman, I'm not really clear in terms of what we can do together.
Okay.
But for instance, just to give you an overview about what's happening in Switzerland right now, right? Mungkin Kang Budiman yang familiar, apa teman-teman lain familiar atau tidak, saya kurang tahu. Itu